All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network coming to you live from the United States of America. Today we'll get a very interesting topic we'll get for can discuss, and that's get for do with waiting the gunners alone. As we always know, there is always enough information about Sierra Leone politics, and today is not different at all. Um, Today we can talk about tribalism na Sierra Leone because this na one of the topics then we don't create some kind of heavy discussion within the country. Topics then we don't. All right, so um, we know say tribalism na something we very prevalent na Sierra Leone politics. First of all, welcome the one that we don't dey join we. And they can send the information again. So the other groups them politics today. Well, not to today actually. Politics don't they gain roots now with politics. What I say tribalism. Sorry guys, tribalism don't they gain roots now with politics today in Sierra Leone. And the reason what to make they make this special program today is for now we all sit down and look at the factors that cause tribalism and how we as Sierra Leoneans then we go able for um we go able for um prevent that because we know say since 1968, politics alone it mixed with tribalism, regionalism, sectionalism, and all those type of stuff. Them and if we just look at the dynamics of politics, we will begin from get something out of some of the politicians. Then we they use tribe as a means for gain power. And I will start with one very important um, discussion today. This week, we know say there was some kind of statement where one of the potential candidates for the APC party made, we caused a lot of debates on social media and it ignite the debate for tribal encouragement or tribal sentiment within the political realm of Sierra Leone. And let me just put that here. All right. So, few days ago, na Makini, na Bamboli district, Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara been now one meeting where he give a speech, and the speech get for do with how the speech get for do with how tribalism don't degenerate now with society, especially in this current government, and therefore um, that statement they give a lot of opinions and counter opinions now with politics. Now let me start with the SLPP folks. I they come to Dr. Samura in statements itself. Let me start with the SLPP folks. After Dr. Samura gave this statement, we talk about how everything then they tribalize them, and the SLPP folks come out with a bang. You know, then they try for paint Dr. Samura as somebody where they encourage tribalism. In fact, some folks say Dr. Samura not tribalist. Okay, well, the purpose of this program today is not necessarily for can defend Dr. Samura. That is not the purpose here today. The purpose here today is for make we can talk about tribalism and how we go able to stop tribalism in our politics. Now, when I was listening to some of the SLPP folks, the way that they criticize and attack Dr. Samora, it's like this is the only politician at Sierra Leone where actually they talk about tribalism. And that is not fair. That is really, really not fair. Because everybody knows say tribalism started in 1968. Okay? Around that time, 1968, according to history. And from that time, people then they still practice tribalism up to today. Now, let me give you an example. This current president, we will get to this, so His Excellency Madabio. In 2015, Madabio was accused of promoting tribalism. When I remember, right? That doesn't mean I'm trying to let Dr. Samura off the hook. No, that's not actually what I'm trying to do. I just want to set the foundation, the basis, and why we should not be hypocritical when we see one person do the same thing. We criticize them, and if that person is not to win, that's the only time when we talk. So in 2015, Madabio was accused of promoting tribalism, tribal preferences. In fact, 2015, 2016, 2017, and even to 2018 election, one of the themes of Madabio in campaign was APC is tribalistic. You know, most of the people that we then give positions and now people that we na northerners then na Timini na Limba, all those type of things. Madabio been talk them thing and you during your campaign. And it was wrong. Right? It was wrong. Definitely it was wrong. Any politician where they use tribe as a means for get into power is a divisive politician. In fact, in 2015, I did give one incident where probably most of them don't forget. In 2015, Madabio was in the UK. At that time, Kande Yunkela not been formed the NGC8. He still in the SLPP party, and he been a try for contest for the flag bearership of the SLPP party. So Kande Yunkela been a try for go around southeast. They reach out to potential delegates them for vote for them. That's in the Mada building na London. So so the supporters of Madabio then call Madabio say, hey, no sit down down. Can the Yumkela dip and go around the try for convince you supporters them for make them vote for them. He make Madabio for call a radio station na Salom, I think in Abo. The radio station Kiss FM 104.9 FM. We he been used the radio station for talk to some of in supporters them. It start for talk pan Creole, but it not go far, it switch pan Mende. Now Mende it been a talk now. And during that statement, then the way been a talk for people that we understand Mende, what he then tell him, what caused the problem was that Madabio was telling those folks in potential supporters them saying, all right, me and Una don't go far, me now una brother, una not allow somebody from outside for make he can convince una for vote for them. He say at the camp. So we are not allow that me now Mende brother. That's it been kick up a firestorm, right? When I remember that incident there, where I've been covering at this program here. I've been really covering at this program. So it kick up a firestorm where everybody been criticize Madabio saying, while Madabio they try for encourage tribalism now in campaign. Now remember that one they not so okay. So this not just kind of a highlight for make we know him. Tribalism is endemic in Sierra Leone politics. Most politicians and then they use tribalism for divide way. And even Madabio when he be president so Madabio go sit down now international media it talk say oh yeah the country is divided on tribal line, regional line, and all those sectional line, all those type of things. Well, you as a leader, now you everybody they look up to. Not so you they go sit on international radio, they talk about them today because anything where you talk now a policy statement. It was very dangerous. So these are some of the mentality where we politicians then get. Because the only way we then go able to rule we is for divide we. Now let me come to Dr. Samora. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to face the fact here. And I want for delve into this deeply, especially for we when our APC members them and APC supporters them. In my own opinion, and I don't pull out a couple audios since then these are all for try for talk about this, and I just want for repeat and I am. In my own opinion, Dr. Samura should not have said what he said about tribalism. And the way he see him, it was unfortunate for a potential candidate, a national candidate for that matter, not a local candidate, to national candidate for that matter, where one for can rule the entire Sierra Leone. Anybody when a potential candidate, now the APC party, we believe say again for win the nomination for go contest for the presidency should stay away from tribal statement, tribal bigotry, tribal talk. I know say a very very tempting, especially in the age of social media, because most of these people then they're on social media too. Then they see how we they go about and try for talk about tribalism. So then will be tempted for make themselves then come for talk about tribalism within the own campaign. And that's a big mistake. I know, say the SLPP want for paint Dr. Samura as a tribalist. No, Dr. Samura is not a tribalist because, first of all, Dr. Samura na Mende woman he married. So that don't kick out that allegation, say Dr. Samura na a tribalist. No, not a tribalist. He make mistake, sure, he make mistake. You're not supposed to talk about that. Because the reason what he make any candidates, especially within the major party them, where they focus on tribalism, now a losing candidates. The country is evenly divided. What happened? Let's say maybe, and I know say some people then they support other candidates within the APC. So I'm just saying maybe, let's say maybe Dr. Samura turn out to be the nominee for the APC party. How Dr. Samura go na the south and east and try for convince the southeasterners, especially the Mende people them. This is why I urge every candidates where they run for the nomination of the presidency within the APC party, stay away from tribal politics. You know they win. You know they win. Even if you win the nomination, it destroy you. Because now a very, very explosive thing that one day. Stay away, far away. Don't talk about tribalism. Focus on what you do for the people of Sierra Leone. I think saying that the most effective way of campaigning. Not go low like we win the ordinary Sierra Leoneans within our social media. Somebody they talk about tribalism, the other one the cause, the other one they do this. Those are people where you know for go low with. You stay above, focus on what's are the best thing way they do. Try for distinguish yourself in a more pragmatic way, in a more better way, for let the people then convince for say, now you're not the best person. But talking about tribalism is definitely irrational. It don't make sense. So I urge the the campaign managers of Dr. Samura for make them go back, look at this incident, sit down, and try for formulate a better way where then we able reach out to everybody and where then we able make a more uh, effective campaign if they want for win the election. The thing here is me not so focus on the primaries where the we young candidates and then they go through. We not so focus on that. We want for focus on the the national election because if even if you win the nomination for APC, if you're not go able to win a national election, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any difference. So I am more focusing on waiting at the things that we dey do right now we give him a better chance for make we go win the election. Sierra Leone is divided almost 50-50, maybe 48-48, maybe the 4% then at the other um different parties them. And as a smart politician, you for no say there is no way where you go able to win election without um reaching out to the other side. No way. Let nobody not try for fully say, oh yeah, the SLPP government then they mess up, so therefore not easy ride for make APC win. Anybody where they think so, you don't understand what's not the dynamics of Sierra Leone politics. But if you know what's not the dynamics of Sierra Leone politics, you would definitely know same. The country is divided evenly, and there is no way one party will win just with people them. And this now some of the things that we are always advise with potential candidates them. Do not go that low. Forget about tribalism. Let them to the ordinary citizen. Let them talk about them. Use them. Focus on what you do for the betterment of Sierra Leoneans them, like what thing they happen so. Talk about the gas, the petrol, how expensive it on them. So I for bring an alternative same. If we not put we in a power, now we did do for ease the suffering of the Sierra Leonean people. I think say now a better and effective campaign than today we all now maintain now. That's really unfortunate, Dr. Samura. To be honest with you, it is really unfortunate. I not be expect for make that happen at all. But hey, you not human being, we all not human being, right? So they make mistakes. We all they make mistakes. I not think same Dr. Samura say that thing and they for try for ignite some kind of a backlash. It been feel say it been a talk to the ordinary APC folks them supporters them for that's not an excuse. I'm just trying to tell you what I think Dr. Samura meant or thought. So, but stay away from tribal bigotry. It is not going to work for you. It is not going to work for the APC party. It is not going to work for the SLPP party. It is not going to work for any political party in Sierra Leone. We are interconnected, for God's sake. The politicians don't do this so much, but still, they're not able for divide we into tribal line at all. We know what Mother be away can what he do. He clear most of the people them, he put on people them. But then still, we still love each other. Yes, we get disagreement, but we still love each other. So that's not just a testament for saying any politician who focus on tribalism is a loser. And I hope and I pray the people of Sierra Leone will never encourage somebody where they can't divide with. Because if we don't learn a lesson from Rwanda, what will happen? Now let me bring in a commentators them. Okay.
Okay.
One of una. Okay. Okay. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen, Dr. Kamara and Mr. Abdul Fonti for Canada program. And I know say this topic don't generate a lot of debates, discussions, and opinion and counter opinion. Let me ask first, Dr. Kamara, since now you first come. Waiting now the things where you think say now in we supposed for do as Sierra Leoneans. Let me remove um the the slide. What we supposed for do as Sierra Leoneans for America we able to counter some of the endemic political division here where the politician and they always they try for divide we based on tribal line and regional line and sectional line.
Um, Good afternoon, viewers and listeners and fellow commentators. It's a long time. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Kodo.
Dr. Mankota, it look like say today I go hit the bumper. You heavy everyone.
No problem. Are they here for you?
Yeah, I'm glad that the monologue where you give, you try to be paradoxical for balance. But I don't feel say if I condemn Samura outright, too.
And why?
And not make mistakes. You know, let me say something. If you're listening, you go write down what did they try for talk. You know, we don't they try this country, just like how you give the history from 1968. The genesis of this tribalism is from Sir Albert, who is a Mendy.
Mm-hmm.
Down the road, come, even though we Pashaki, we make it begin vex himself in revenge. But that, just like how you say, this is not a license to kill, like 007, no. Okay, moving fast forward. Why most people, even at the north, they vote for Madabio? Because they think, say, he is going to make a better agenda and better something for everybody. Hey,
Yep.
Oman, right from the outset, na Kanema, na Kono, then they drive with people and say machine being. Even policemen where they work for government and they beat them, they kill them. What's not the north come out?
When was that?
Ebo, 2018.
Oh,
Na
2018.
Kanema. It didn't at the show. I also it show. Then they show now.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's say something here. Where Alex Kuruma come? You know, they get the mass grave for any Easterner. What do I mean by mass grave? Massively, if they go, you can name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their institutions them. They just take 10, 20. Oh brother, them one more content that in place where they. Then later on they recall their young brother them. They go work at the place them. Hey, oh man, elections office go check a lot of places them. I mean, what is Samura talk? Yeah, it can talk out of frustration, man. If you matter be like how you say, if they go, he say, oh, this country is divided into north and south, or Mende line, Timney line. In fact, then they give you the Timney them bad name, make I tell you today. That's another topic for the day. We'll not account to that day. Then they use them as scapegoat. The two people that we don't lead in this country, now Mende and Limbadem. Check and go. But what they say
and Mandingo.
Yes, you see. So, you know, let us not aggravate something. When would they try for drive something? Let us do it the right way. Well, if he talk in that human form. They say where will they come? We party, not for Mende, not for Timney, not for Limba, not for say that for everybody, not for every Sierra Leonean them. Not like the other man, the way they come, he say, pass, where is Sabi? Hey, Daketami or Gabwai. It is happening. It's a practical thing. It's happening in the offices. You are seeing this in daily life. So if the man can't talk, it's just a re-echo them. Consider the talk. As a matter of fact. I mean, so if that man he talk that one day or something like that, if I mean for say maybe it's a when will they come? We are going to change the paradigm. We are going to change it. It's not going to be like for say, oh, because it will say, okay, well, we say for Sabina only talker, you talk that way. Well, like everyone say, well, now go be men that same day. Because why they can't change the paradigm? You know, now coming to your question, how we for change this? Just like how you say, you na Fula Timni, me na Mandigo Timni, and not Sabi the Mandigo self. So me na Timni. Because the Arab man say, you know, Alisan Loga, you tongue, now you tribe. What you talk, now they are record. So all who don't come, that small country, they will tell me 7 million, we have 14 tribes. When I one street, that's something. Why would they try for impress on them and tribalistic tier? You go suppress at Tete, and the man where the first man, the first gentleman of the country where they promote and nakedly. They are like, last time they can't blame. No, I don't agree with you to that. No, make no mistake.
All right, thank you very much for that. But let me come back to the actual point what the type for me. Yes, I know we all get a different opinion. We they look at one thing, we they see them differently. So
it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I agree with you.
Natural.
Tribalism is dangerous. So nobody pan them. Not for play that card. They agree with you on that side 100%. But just as you say, as a human being, if you talk you go look down the road, the way we talk you not talk for kind insights or make anybody. He said, we want to be made that MD now. They said, because we are going to be for everybody.
All right, doctor. I think they talk based on like an ordinary somebody, an ordinary citizen, like the way me and you now ordinary citizen, the way they see things is different. But when it comes to politics, another level, and that's not me on talk at the way them come. And I don't
not a politician. Sorry.
Not defend Samura saying, not a tribalist at all, because Namende is married for that madam. And he don't deal without Mande for decades. So as somebody who who come accusing a tribalist. But as a politician, they try for rule the entire country. That's a very, very important. Me and you can talk about tribalism. We're not going for rule anybody. So,
Mr. Makota, Dr. Makota, sorry for cutting short, sir. When Madabio they making retreats on tribalism, then go hard on them, like how they go hard vehemently, forcefully, like how they go on Samura.
Yeah, we do. Yes. I think we've been there in 2015. In fact, I don't know if you've been there, but I believe Abdul been there. They will cover that particular incident where in the Madabio been a try for promote Mendeism. You understand? Now this program 2015, I think it was on October, if I remember correctly, when he began to talk, say me now Mende brother them make somebody from outside.
I don't want us to beat a dead horse. I don't want us to beat a dead horse.
No. You ask a question if then they go hard with like the way that they go hard with this. Some we always consistent for same. Well, first of all, me, I don't care whether you na APC, you na SLPP. If you bring in they try for use tribalism as a yardstick.
Definitely.
Because at the end of the day, now you get for rule man, you get for rule Simini man, you get for rule.
That's what Samura said. Exactly.
I condemn you outrightly. Then I advise you say don't do this because if you do any leader where they come with a division, you not through division they come in, you're not going to be able to bring the people then together for rule them. Always,
I agree with you.
They get right now. So we should not repeat that. But anyway, I give you a chance for make you respond, and I go to Mr. Abdul.
Yeah, I agree with you. That side, you're professionally correct. But again, what's the type for talk? You see, Samura is the type we're not able to talk. Like how they say, when some people they accuse him.
Not even Sabi talk.
No, it's Sabi talk. It's Sabi talk. No, it's Sabi talk. What's the type for talk? I know once. First of all, the man who will they talk about is already a victim of tribalism or whatever. In one grade, they say, oh, the man of the chimney, the man are local, the man are limba. Leave the man alone, man.
Okay. Thanks. Now we go to Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, I don't see.
Yeah, I'm my phone, but I know the pick him.
Okay. That phone they just mute yourself, doctor. But I don't mute you for now. If the phone they go then call, they mute you, no problem.
I think you don't. Okay, wait, stop for Pulam. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mute her. All right, so I don't say that the TPN that they see the kind back and forth. You, Denise, and Abraham Sherrick's Sheriff, the Sheriff's in television, where they go back and forth, and me, myself, being deep and I would then call them. So I know who's it up. I know what's in your opinion, but for the sake of the Sierra Leonean people, the way one for land from we and how we go able for mitigate some of them problems that we will get now with politics. What's in your take on this particular thing?
You don't pull Kota Dr. Kamara Legweri.
No,
You don't. Okay. Okay. First of all, let me help you quickly on what my big brother been try for tell you. When he say before I answer your question, when he say where mother you make the comment we make, we are divided, the north, the south, or where you do that radio interview where you say if you been get this kind of criticism, I don't think say me brother Dr. Kamara mean this thing what they cover so now. It means the national criticism right now, where it is right now all over the world. You have the SLPP / Southeasterners criticizing Samura, and then the APC back that debate. They are thinking that Dr. Kamara been say if it been get this kind of attention with Samura in your statement, don't Ghana so.
All right, hold on. Let me try to clarify that. It was actually because now something we not only we no more, but even radio stations and as alone media. The only difference is social media not been prevalent like the way it prevalent today. So now that make probably would they say and say it more vast now than before, but indeed it was.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I think the issue of Dr. Kamara, Dr. Samura, now like what been the debate yesterday back and people and say, well, here in America, where people and can say there are certain things that where you not the boss, they go above the fray. You make your surrogates, then do that what you okay, boy. They give a tacit endorsement of harm. I think that is what is missing here. That in totality, every reasonable person will know that not that what Dr. Samura say is wrong. The way he said it, and just because he is looking to be the next future president of Sierra Leone, and by virtue of that, anything we say, one may misconstrue it, but not that the coin itself, which is now like what you people say, hey, like we're picking the way then they can go for men. All now one way we not consider. Say, hey, Bombalu, all say the beach rugi, bo, when I you picking the one day I not see them go to water, like then continent. So, like Dr. Samura, yes, on that side of the surrogates, them, the Gino one them, where they follow support are the normal like that, evangelist Simpson them, Samson, whatever, then call them, then can make them kind of statements then they.
Exactly.
But the way at which the thing don't go, we brother them now, then one try for make a political score out of this, for expander now. Yes, for make them big. They themselves believe, and they not say, Samura is not a tribalist. The guy clearly said, Dr. Mankota, the man married a Mendy, and I can tell you this, I'm not going to name names. Do your investigative journalistic work. Even some of the hiccup we get among some APC people, them, that during in 40 years civil service work, Dr. Samura in leadership position, the way we get the power for fire and sack people, and for sack people, them. Yeah, a lot of Southeasterners, them, where he left some of the northern brother, them. Well, perhaps he go look at and say, well, what are they look for? The Southeastern has a master's degree. My brother Nakama alone a bachelor's degree get. So let's bring the master's degree. I don't know. But some privately where they grumble, they say not that. But like what you be admonished at the TPN, that we all for leave this thing alone, and that yes, no president not in Sierra Leone or potential president we go to win election just by winning your own area.
Yeah.
It's not ever possible. You go able to win some area them. Some area then they will not go win at all. I'll take you back 2007. And Escoroma no win kono Mankota. As a journalist, check you do your journalistic investigation. And Escoroma did not win kono. But he win the presidency. 2012, now he able to score some make some headway, you know. So like that part of the country, like Kono, for example, it will be no more a toss up because they get their own mindset already. But as far as the Southeastern concerned, and I may not want to say this because this is the media and our public forum today, but even the Southeast, you know, and I know, you have people in McKinney, or you have people na Rorokes, you have people na Yonibana. It don't matter waiting Samura say or do, they will wait for him. It don't matter what he say, so then they will not go vote for Madabio. And you also have some people in that same part of the country where it doesn't matter. They will vote for Mada. So we look at the Southeastern vote. Samura will campaign there, or whoever is going to be the APC flag bearer. But we really honestly have, we call brothers and sisters in there. When a SLPP to the core, Alex Samura not be make that statement, they will never vote for him. Now, the only thing, like what you talk, this make it easier for them now for convince the other people. But the stake of tribalism, don't forget Mankota, the only difference now which is Samura do, where it blatantly make her open. But I take your mind back to waiting Yom Kela during the time we've been fed for the flag bearer with Madabio, where they say, oh, Yom Kela, na stranger. Well, if you look at it, they were telling the people and say, it was a tribal car too. If you really digest and deeper, say, oh, na stranger, oh, this na stranger.
Now cause the problem where a lot of people they accuse Madabio of playing tribal politics. So it's true. It's true.
Yes.
And I appreciate that because I think we they seen at the same sign, we they seen at the political level, not the ordinary level. Because at the end of the day, we want for pull them guys here na power. So how we go do the way politics they the world now, you got to be very smart. If you say they follow the flow, you go with the flow. And the flow sometimes not they go in the right direction. Most of the time, the flow not they go with in the right direction. So you as a politician, you got to be very, very careful what they do. Just exactly what you talk.
That's true, Doc. But unlike the politics in Sierra Leone of the past, let's say Tijankaba, Anes Kuruma, and others, to be honest with you, and you talk to your sources in Sierra Leone, this election coming, if Madabio win the election, he has to win it in the southeast and the western area. If Samura is going to be the APC flag bearer and he plan on winning that election, it's going to be the northern province, whatever, northwest now, and the western area. I they tell you for free because the way the politics don't there now, the animosity, the animals, the divide, we don't there at the country. Let's take Kono for example. Kono, you already know they have made up their mind that they don't decide, say, whatever APC may have done to them over the years, especially when Anes Kuruma became president, they have decided now to go with them, picking them. That is why I give you the example. 2007, even when Sam Sumana been there on the ticket, they not be win Kono. Go check on that. The second time, and you read that Sule, where them they talk, even where them the rumor say, Anes Kuruma keeping Sam Sumana, take him for say, last election, the man not even deliver Kono, so waiting at the guarantee this that. Well, the Kono people now have divided. They know now say they get a party, they get them who picking there, where they a member of parliament say whatever grudge where they have, like for APC, that grudge they go day for who knows when, and that the votes in Kono are just going to be divided. That is why if you watch, and I give you this promise, APC will campaign you, but spending a lot of resources in Kono, will come back to this radio and you say, Abdul, you been give that prediction there, it not go happen because they already know say their minds are made up. People will have votes there, APC will have a few, and then whichever party they want to follow also.
Okay. You get any stand for you phone because when you talk, you move the phone.
Okay. Well, not right now, but I go look for stand.
It's okay.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I go look for that.
Okay, Doctor, they come back to you, but I just want for talk a little bit about what Mr. Abdul say because it's very, very important. Mr. Abdul, partially I agree with you. Oh, Doctor, I think if phone don't drop. Okay, we'll come back. Partially I agree with you. You understand?
Yes.
I will tell you, say, the way this coming election they come, it's easy for win than the last election. And especially for the SLPP. Let nobody not tell you anything for say, oh, this is going to be a toss-up election. Because number one, The SLPP are very smart. Now they don't drop down the requirements to 51 instead of 55. Not so 51.
Yes.
Okay. Now here is the kicker. We maybe users don't know about that, but maybe other people that don't know it. So here is the kicker right here. The SLPP consistently they get 30. I think the average is about 35% at the north. Based on the by-election they make. They're very, very small, but now a kind of a microcosm of the bigger one. Because if they do polls, not so everybody get for county, they just get a sample, maybe out of 100,000, 500. That sample they look at. And if you look at that, the reason what to make the SLPP even they also come with this proportional representation, and I talked about this NAMI program last week, and I talked about that to Sherrickson in broadcast where he been invites me last week. The thing here is the SLPP don't say maybe that they get about 35%. Now the north and west of the country. This is their own calculation. You understand? If any party where they get 30% now the other stronghold, I swear to God, there is no way where that stronghold they win the election. The same thing with the APC. Now then they look at how much we they get now the south and east of the country. And you talk about or not say, oh, the APC not in Kono 2007. Correct, but there was a substitute. You know that, we know that. There was a substitute. Moyamba was the substitute. And are you going to tell me that Moyamba is going to go APC? No, it's not going to go APC. It will go get votes there, but it's not enough. So Kono is a very, very important district where we're supposed to forget it. If you don't win them, but at least let we be competitive with the SLPP or whoever is going to contest from Kono. That will be competitive. If we do that, then definitely we will win the election. And how we go win them? We can't forget a smart candidate, somebody where they talk, somebody where they try for unify the people. Let the people then see him, irrespective of all the toxic politics where they go on. You're not a unifier. What's in the people then get right now? It's not a unifier. We already don't know that. Not a unifier. That's side him. But waiting the people they want now, somebody where they can unify the country. And again from this start, Dr. Kamala, I want to come to you, but I think say you did pan talk on the side.
Yeah, you can come. Yeah.
Okay. But go ahead. Give your own point.
Yeah, well, Dr. Mankota, I think say you are a master in this them polls and then say,
well, I don't know if you hear me, the radio, the circuit the break. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
We hear you, Abdul.
Abdul, we hear you.
We hear you.
You hear me?
Okay, I think Abdul don't froze. I think now you
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't froze. Go ahead, doctor.
Yeah.
The thing they get problem, the radio they get problem.
Okay,
it don't freeze.
The private message. Hold on, let me send a message na the private. Look at the private messaging, Mr. Abdul. I don't say no, they hear you. Go ahead, doctor.
Yeah.
Now they hear you. I hear you.
Oh, they hear you now. Okay. Go ahead, doctor.
Yeah. Just like I say on the projection of the polls, I don't watch you. You're a very good soothsayer. It's a little broad. That's why I'm not going to neglect that. And I trust because, and that's one thing we will not for encourage tribalism, because no one tribe not to ever win election.
Yeah.
No one tribe will ever win election. Even the region, not to ever win election. You get for go at least make some tentacles and take from
somewhere
the other side. Yeah. But as it is now, I mean, we want for just pray that everybody register, because that's the crux.
That's not the key, registration.
Everybody register, then give everybody a franchise, a right for go put who say again for put. Although when I say me not to APC, but if you give me card, sometimes I go know who say they go put me and me God. So this is the thing. And therefore encourage that because honestly, the key where we they try for talking at this podium always, we they try for preach peace because Sierra Leone, we all are brothers and sisters. When we go to school, believe me, nothing of this not the surface. We they play the football team, we they mix all tribes, the best player, and now they put the forward.
Yep.
We go to the mosque, will not get any conflict with Christians or Muslims. In fact, to get intermarriages them. Where they come and where they go. Christmas come, or Muslim brother, then they come patronize we. Ramadan come, the Christian, then they come, then patronize. But the only thing when it comes to politics, this is the danger in Sierra Leone. And all because they try for introduce one element now. People feel say politics now the easiest way for get money.
That's not the misperception, you know.
Yeah,
I agree.
well, most of them because one, they forget say this money in a paper on a metal. How you they go kill a life for metal and paper? You know, and we get everything. In fact, American what you make a rich in agriculture. They're able to feed themselves, they're able, they're not they touch the minerals. They are intact. Who people them? Possibly like Catco, now we are now agriculture, now get money. So do ya, me brothers and sisters them, and the government and the international players them, where they appeal to them. This thing we don't begin brew, more not agree for make a for this.
Yeah.
Make them come, they monitor, but who that win, you win, we support them. But could go dance, we basketball, we jolly, we go boy, we Lefini, the Matoma, this, that. That's how Sierra Leone used to be.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I remember we were commandos, sir. We saw all those things. We get 2 pay days, just like American advance and pay. 15 days and they pay, then they give rest. If they say Christmas, now compound and the labor compound, all kinds of things they come out. People they live happily. We want to see that Sierra Leone again. We know what for Engat, for say what common I just know. Now I mean they see one flash where Sarah the Great. They say Mama is sick, then they say they go. If he say they tell the government is they can if they want now, let them bury him, Mama, but he go. Somebody they tell us say not challenge the government too. Because and then we'll go put you that place. I don't know how they call it Benghazi, and then they give you capsule. I mean, so I mean, let us avoid.
Right.
Marcus, I want to support you like what my big brother say, but disagree with your small on the analysis of where you make about the 35%. You were talking about by-elections. One thing we for remember, and you follow the news, that even that 35% was not free and fair, was fraudulent. You remember the election way happened at Kabbalah, where they say the election official, it changed number and whatnot, and so on and so forth. But here, you are talking about presidential. I'm not saying you are completely wrong. You are talking about presidential election. And secondly,
the moral guarantors them this time made them come so that when they say percent, now 100 they mean. They don't mean percent, now 103.
And I want to tell you, Marco, and I know you are talking to your sources. Your party is not just sitting down in the kitchen, then sit down at quarantine, like they read Marabuna Yoni Bana, they put that super inside their wrong code. No, they self know what they happen. Have you ever seen in the politics of Sierra Leone? You see which observers, diplomats from embassies, then wear whatever uniform, then even go pan just an ordinary MP.
Not go far. Not go far. We know we dey follow Sierra Leone politics. I go tell you.
Thank you.
Know.
So
but the point here is we know they talk based on me opinion. They talk based on the data. Now the data I tell you so. And even and I want to make same that free and fair way they talk so. America right now, 2 years after election, they still they fence whoself. So here in America, we don't take 200 years in democracy. So there is no democratic process where you go say you get for be 100% free or fair. There must be
Yeah,
some features. And
yes, no, Makota, I agree with you. Like what you got, doctor, the talk just now, sign the talk now, yeah, what been happen. And if you go back and check, I mean, with all due respect, I'm not bringing tribalism here. This what happened, they happen on Sierra Leone, this divide where they, to me, it may sound like I'm biased because I'm APC. It's not that. When a leader go on national television, he said, no, which man been don't divide we. And me and this former leader, we are not friends, not legal friends. Why this tension not been there between Tijan Kaba and Anes Koroma when Anes was in opposition? We not been getting so.
Mr. Abdul, I think before you come, I don't analyze on that particular
Okay.
situation.
Thank you.
Talk about that. So we can go to the comment section as always. We'll go start with the top. Cheryl Omotunde Blyden says, "Good evening. Good evening, my brother." And Usman Banks also say, "Good evening, sir. Good evening, Usman." And Lukusha Khan says, "Hi, TPN. I don't think he is. It is out of vexation. My dad is from Kailahu. My mom is from Tonkolili." All right, what's in the time for talk about? Because some SLPP they talk say Dr. Samura and a tribalist. Now they time for talk say not to tribalist, and it's true. Dr. Samura is not a tribalist. I don't say the SLPP one for Penta, so based on politics. But definitely, Dr. Samura is not a tribal. In fact, like quoting Mr. Abdul talk, Mr. Abdul, correct. There are certain people at the APC where believe say Samura was a SLPP. These are something where it clear. It is within the APCs in a circle. We know that. So the one the way they want for try for painter this way, like I say, the woman, I don't know how many years we don't marry the woman, but he don't pass decades. Not many. So there's no way where somebody go say you not tribalist, but you still get somebody where you dey try for accuse of tribalism. So not true, not to tribalist at all. And if you now want for come in on one of the any of the comments, when I just tell me, I will let you in. Michael Coker say, let's stop this comparison with Bio and Samora. If Bio did it, does not mean Samora should as well. Samora should take the high road if he wants to unify the country. But Samora should apologize ASAP.
Hey.
Before they let in me commentators them, I just want for say the reason why we do this comparison not because we want to justify what Samura saying. That is not the purpose. The purpose here is there are certain people where they try for use this like say, then they try for pretend say now Samura no more. All the politicians in Samura no more they make tribal politics. That one that make with the compare say in as much as Samura is wrong. Other people, politicians, them, and them people, they support them, they defend, where they preach the same tribalism, so they will get for be fair enough. Go ahead, Abdul. Then I go to Mr. Dr. Kamara. Abdul, you get any comments on that?
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, I'm just talking on the idea of the election. No, I don't have any comment right now.
Okay, Dr. from Michael Coker.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Apologize for voting.
Okay.
By yourself.
It's suicidal.
All right. So that says it all. Now we go to George Owell. George Owell say, "Hi, Dr. Mankota. In my opinion, there was nothing wrong to what Dr. Samura said. He is just stated the facts as they were on the ground. Besides, the president himself publicly said that in the national TV. Also, look at the appointment of this administration and removing people with last names from Northwest. Things have to be called by their names. Doctor, this is why these guys feel that they are the only ones to talk about tribalism. And anyone who talks about that is a crime." Well, I understand your point, and I take that point very seriously, Dr. George Owen. but I am talking on the basis of winning election.
Yeah.
That's now they talk about on the basis of winning election. Me not care much about voting people then they talk. What I care about how we go do as a party for make sure say we win the next election. And to be honest with you, irrespective of what somebody think, tribal talk is not one of them, in my own opinion, and I think it's a fact. So now down mommy one for same. So okay, now we go to Usman Banks, but doctor, did not see anything wrong. It is true. Look at government's cabinet, how it works. Okay, I understand. I understand what it is to talk about. I understand that. And I don't talk about that already, Mr. Banks. This government, okay, if I sit down at this podium, I get for be neutral, right? But and I did try my level better. All right. What in this government been they do when they kind of power was totally wrong. Especially a mass sacking. It was actually wrong. And that made it backfire upon them. It gave away the ammunition to paint them. That way. But one is true, we did it too. We at the APC we been do it. The only thing the way we been do it, we been do it slowly. So it not affect people that like the way right now it affects people them. But we did it too. When we can have power, we dey put some people there, we put the one that will feel say then go able to work with him. But we do it in a very sequential way, not in a massive way. So I just want to make it clear. Anytime when I want come in, when I just come in, I go give you a chance. All right, look, Shaban say, not all the Mede people are stupid. Samuel mother wife is a Mede. The children have the blood. They did not play the full message. The message was cut at the middle. Exactly. And I talk about this also. Now TPN. The way social media nowadays, then they build and come, it depends on your opinion. If you go take somebody, if they just cut small snippets, the one way if you say it is serve you, now you go present on social media. And most times, when people that they just listen that small message there, and then they follow. And that makes you see all this Samuda, not to that small snippets now what you talk about. So many things them. So many things, but now that small one then just go cut, then push on our social media, and it becomes a problem. And this is why you as a leader you have to be very careful, bro, because there are always people where they try to follow you and try to get something with not the wrong thing. Go ahead, doctor. I think you want to say something.
No, not true. That's snippets the way that they cut.
Yeah.
They come show. They know they go. I mean, to the depth of the message. Now you can misconstrue what in the person really want for say up to the end. Someday now humor you want create. None of us say they accuse or they make anything, Because even when they teach Makota, you're not a teacher. You get for make people them, make them come up, It creates some humor, They're just like how you say, you said it all. The guy is not a tribalist. No.
No, he's not.
No, Medal not paint and that way they. And Medal not use that one day as a political game and the other thing. But you know one thing, Makota, you say more not stone. But you keep the stone behind you back. When they forget, now you begin stone.
No. Judge Owen say, Dr. Samura, no apology to no one. This is what we are talking about. The leadership should set a brighter example for everybody to follow. Thank you, Dr. Kamara, for stating the fact here. Michael Croker says, George Orwell, we all know BO is tribalistic, but Asamura should not have gone down that road. We need a president who will unify our country rather than divide us.
Dr. Makota.
Yeah.
Dr. Makota, let's forget about this tribalism. It will be very difficult for them make you a president right now. You, Dr. Makota, you go now your Nibana. Tete you commode, you not talk something not to me. No. At the camp, you in a public gathering, you go must make one anecdote or whatever, something commentary where you go say something like that. People then go pounce on you for say you tribalistic.
Yeah.
When President Marabio they go this and the east, the way committing people there. And they talk in a language.
Nine
No,
tribe.
yeah,
It is
that's
not.
right. You
It
see,
is
so
not.
that makes it very difficult for Mac. We say you avoid your tribe completely. No,
No, no, no,
but
no, no,
what we
no,
try for
no.
talk here is let us stop being wicked to ourselves.
The
Yes,
doctor,
at
I
the
think.
camp. No, at the camp. No, at the camp.
All right, go ahead,
How
go ahead.
you dey go? How you dey go sack a whole generation? Some man they die in the room. Then the guards complain.
Okay, I
They
understand.
can't complain at school. They can't one day come his letter. They not put that. You know, Makota, this is very serious. And Eskoroma never did that. Shaki never did that. Or if they did it in a very subtle manner. But you see, you just can't take something, a very whooping curve where the slope he just rise. So
Okay,
do you agree with the big? Not true. So now what we don't know, if anybody get for can, whether na Dr. Samura, whether na Yom Kelao, whether na the other people that want no where sometimes they go out for Tima,
or
now
Dr. Michael.
or Dr. Makotao, make them know say we will not tolerate any tribalism or whatever. So now you make the one that we don't day before, we don't sit down at the table, they're not for bring that joke. If they bring that joke, the other man then go follow suit. And
Oh,
at
yeah.
the the revenge will be. So we don't want that vengeance will continue, you know.
And what I be one for say also is, you know, you as a tribal person, when I say tribal, I don't mean say tribalism because they're two different things. I mean a tribal person, everybody you come up from a tribe, right?
Mhm.
I take very seriously my tribe, understand? Not all for talk you language, now in
Mm.
the problem. For example, the 2015, not all because Mother Bio talk Mende, now in people them vex pa. Because I never talk me language, right? Nobody no go stop me because now I grow up with you, understand? But what you they say, what you they say, now in the make a tribalism, now in they make a tribalism. I just want to make that clarification. Let people that know same. For somebody for talking on tribe within people, they're not in the problem. Now
And also what you they say and what you they do.
what you they do also, yeah. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Now we go to Alusan Samora say, Bio divided the country already. Why moderator make this an issue? We make an issue because number one, we want for see, not mean say because Bio divide the country, we say for fall into that. Because if you say an eye for an eye, then pretty soon everybody will be blind. You see the logic? What to make them pull we? Na power in 2018. Now because the people then think say we make mistakes and therefore they need somebody else. So now the same thing. If we say we they can be like we be in administration they mess up so. If we say we they do what they do right now, well there is no different. There is no need for change a government. Now we get for can tell people the same. We are different from what this guy they do. We they do better. You understand? Lucine, I hope so you understand what what are they trying to talk about. So an eye for an eye is not a good way for live in a society. If
Yeah.
Bio don't divide the county, are we going to continue for divide the county? Then how we go say we different from Bio? And if we're not different from Bio, there is no need for change a government. A government change because people then think say the incoming government is different from the previous one. Okay. All right. Now we go to Fala Ishmael Levy. You all, but now rubbish you did same. You are you are creating more problem, old man. And I don't know what this they talk about and what I they talk about. So um Fala Ishmael Levy. All right. First of all, Fala, this now a civilized program. And if you disagree with somebody, you go disagree with somebody in a respectful way because I expect say everybody come out from a respectful family. Waiting with they say na public na a pictorial view of we family upbringing. So let's be careful waiting with they say na public because sometimes they try for attack other person, but na a revelation of we own upbringing. So do you if you disagree with somebody, there is no need for you for insults for cause at all. Say I disagree with you, and what they talk not true. I think say now the best way for do am, but not tell somebody say they talk the person are rubbish. They say okay, all right, father. I think this now kind of a family lesson. Okay, all right. Let's go to Alusan Samora again. Thank you, speaker. Tell him he knows. All right, Alusan again. There is no point here. Join the wagon to take BU out. Alusan Samura also, moderator is not saying truth. Alusan, you need forgive you what you will not say we not to true, then we'll go able to comment on that. But if you just make a phrase, moderator is not saying truth, what do you mean? Because we say a lot of things them. So which one we not to true? Tell me, okay? I hope say you come back. George Owen say Michael Coker, my brother. I know since most of the time some of una they respond to una company where they watch, not to we directly. So now that makes sometimes it very difficult for them we able to distinguish which would I they refer to, whether now we that the moderators them or you company viewer where they view where they give comments. George Owen say Michael Coker, my brother, respect your opinion, but the fact here is President Bio is the father of the nation who should set a bright example for the citizen. If we did not say the truth, we will go nowhere as a country. Since this Bio government came to power, every day, everybody saw what had happened, and President Bio promised us a new direction. Now, see what we got. Dr. Samura made no mistake, my brother. We saw former land minister threatening northerners of mass killing and gentle alteration when he was whatever. It got actually George. I think your statement got now only 1,000 words now in the what they call it.
Mhm.
Hi, Alusan Kamara, LOL moderator, really? Well, Alusan Kamara, na phrase they make a complete statement we go able make we will understand what you talk about, okay? Let's go to Michael Coker again. George Orwell, I agree with you, but my point is if Samura becomes the APC flag bearer, the SLPP will use that against him and may likely lose the election. When you want to rule the entire country, you should be mindful of your utterances. I totally agree with you, Michael. And that's the point all the time for me because when you bring people them together, easy for make you rule them. When you divide the people them, it is very difficult for make you able to rule them. Right? And it is in this way, beyond the struggle right now. It is struggle because if we don't get this perception, say the country, the white people that we don't divide the country into tribes and so then and where you don't come for
Yeah.
conference for unify them.
Dr. Makota,
That's why it is struggling. Go ahead.
Dr. Makota, to Samura Awa for campaign na Salon, it gets a wide field. It can go na the southeast, USA, it will come out. It go there, sir. I be see one clip where go there. They welcome him. The man, not a stranger, and nine commanded them. You know. What about we where they go marry na Senegal? USA would they go campaign?
Na Senegal, na Dakar.
So
Okay.
don't tell me about anything. Dr. Samura gets all the something.
When I did the man go school, na both they go school.
Yeah. So now they will not worry about that one day. And what the question they say, the man was SLPP. Whatever it is, he was.
You agree with that? Me, I not agree with Samura have been diplomats, he not belong to no party. So
No, well, because people cannot understand. Well, that's it. That's what. Because he worked with all the governments them across the board. That's
Samura
what.
right now na APCs, na that one day we know. We
I
not be
know.
Samura or belong
No,
to
well,
any
you can say na NPRC back because he worked with almost all the governments in a salon.
No.
So if
I
you
know
go
you talk about membership.
no, well, you will not say na a faithful servant, you know. So you don't see the ins and outs of the country, you know.
Okay, then we go to George Orwell. Michael Coker, Dr. Samura Kamara married a Mende woman. Mind you, Mr. Coker, he knew what he was talking about. He was just stating fact, my brother. You know, President Bio is not a Mende by tribe, but used the tribe to set citizens into conflict, like divide and rule game. Believe me, if Dr. Samura becomes the flag bearer of the APC, he will still win a lot of votes from the southeast. I would likely agree with you on that.
I agree.
But that depends also what's in the common animals. Now that make we want for make we don't say na for be the flag bearer. I want for make them very clear because somebody could twist me what than Jesus or the quad talk. So now we get a lot of within the APC. So whoever is going to emerge, we follow him. We go in and try for campaign and win. Just one for me.
Well, now in
Dr.
the come
Mankota,
right now, now in the come right now, Mankota. We not get any other post with the
Dr.
come on.
No,
Mankota,
no,
If
no,
you want time, come on. If nobody not come on,
Mr.
now
Dr.
we know about.
Mankota,
Mr. Abdul, no, I want to tell you, say, the way a lot of people they don't understand how politics they play right on us alone within the APC party. Some people they're next than the worker, and are one of the best, the most effective politics that one day.
No,
Now,
na chieftaincy then they work on a net, Mankota. You know, all na ya, well, three na ya, come on, na chieftaincy home.
it they work. It they work.
Dr. Mankota,
I tell you so. Let's make I tell you so because I know how effective for common and net because some of the people there then they go na public then they saw something but on
I
that ground
know. Now
you
you
know
make how they tell you now, doctor say, na so chieftaincy they campaign, well, three na ya, come on, na paramount chief.
Dr.
exactly.
That exclusive club, you know, of the 7 million people, not all man commodity. So we are lucky. We should be thankful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I agree with you. Go ahead,
Doc-
doctor.
Dr. Mankota, they say you do not fatten the pig on the market day.
Yep, that's true.
Not what this being saying, yeah, what's Dr. Samura can talk, the one can hold something. Who said the man don't come out now all to this time? Yeah? Oh, now then you look no more for small sign and close for all.
But you know, say na politics. What you make Dr. Samara dey na court right now? You know, if you say now all get for do with politics. Na politics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Michael Coker say George Orwell, regardless of him marrying a Mende woman, he still should not have said that. Okay, I think Michael Coker and George Orwell then they panda back and forth. All right, let's go to Baiwali. Baiwali say Mr. Abdul, Dr. Samura's wife is the southeast, and his wife will influence his decision of hiring a northern versus southern. You know, in Sierra Leone, we respect the area we marry, and that is one of the reasons why he hired most employees from the southeast. Mr. Abdul, this not you, not for you.
Yes. Yes. Now, on the basis where I've been talking, say, yes, it be hire a lot of Southeastern. I mean, don't forget, man, where Dr. Samura come on study here in Somana Kapen, then work under Frank Kagbo in Big Brother. Where na Bokari Kagbo, where Edward Kagbo called me, we been die, na road accident, for go McKinney, then called they doing Kesa. So, I mean, na being bobo them, na groom them. You know, if you talk to Samura Kapen, it will tell you that's why Miata, if you talk to her, it will tell you say they call them people who are uncool because they were frequent visitors to BK.
You
So
mean
I just want to make that clarification.
You mean Miata Kagbo?
Miata Kagbo na Bokari Kagbo Bona. Bokari na call BM Frank Kagbo. Not to directly one picking day between them.
Okay. And you know the history of that, so
they are our first cousin. Now my papa sock Bobby left for the mama.
Okay. That's wonderful. George Orwell, Michael Coker, we will not agree on this, boss. Let us leave it here. All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm Tunde Blyden. APC need Kono and Cambia.
Oh boy. well, Cambia, I mean, Dr. Kamara, I say, Yom Kela, ide in a hard and rock place, although he get buried now. APC one time, SLPP one time. So I don't know what sources they tell you, Dr. Kamara, you and another Dr. Kamara Abuman Kotana. He's a Kamara, by the way, listeners. The man Kotana ain't popular no more. He's a Kamara.
Doctor, go on. Go first. I go last. If you get any comments on that.
Well, na secret. I'm not going for talk.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Well, me, I don't know exactly, but like what you say, it's very difficult for Kande Yumkela. First of all, number one, and within the APC, it will be very difficult. And also, but now APC don't get a new constitution, right? Now, before you run for any kind of position, a flag bearer for the presidential nomination, at least you get for done in at the APC for 3 years. So that's already don't limit the ambition for Kande Yumkela for Canada APC. I don't know what's in at the constitution of the SLPP. He was there before. So, but it gets I believe that Dr. Kande Yumkela don't know him. The NGC at this particular time, not say later on or in the future, but at this particular time, especially 2023, the NGC is not going to win the election. That's clear for everybody, not so. And time they go against Dr. Kande Yumkela too, because as you the age, time they go against you, right? So I don't know how old Dr. Kande Yumkela now. I'm not checked, but if you want for do 11 best for 2028, I think say it more feasible for them than 2023. So it either go to the SLPP where it been on there before, or come at the APC. If the APC win and they get in position, they build up a resume from there for 2028. Or it go at the SLPP where it been on there before in 2028 where Madabio, if Madabio win the election. Or even if he not win the election in 2028 where probably Madabio not go run again, it stand a better chance for clean sheet nomination. Now me don't take down the Mr. Abdul, but when you come, I think you don't come off us at the screen. All right, let's go to let's go to Amotunde Blyden. Samura Kamara is not that candidate to make APC win. Amatunde Blyden, give me more information. But I believe say Samura could win the election. Forget about because he lost the last election. Madabio lost the first election, but it kind of can't win the second election. Samura could do the same thing. So nothing. Never say never. Now this one, yeah, anything can happen. You understand? Especially like waiting. Let me bring Mr. Waiting. They go on so. If the APC party gets a candidate and we all work together towards the election, we will likely win the election, irrespective of who that did it. We will likely win the election. So never say never. Ishmael say true talk. All right, let's go to Lukushaban. They have made up their mind. There are so many secret voters. The media took the message out of context. Yeah, I agree with you, Lukusha. Okay. Julde Diallo, you guys, you are not saying the truth. All right, give me more information. What you mean we are not saying the truth? Because we say a lot of truth. Maybe we say a lot of lies too, but which one way are the truth? Which one way are the lie?
May I tell me the true way you want?
Yeah. Either now you don't true you want, so tell me what now you don't true. Okay? Julde. Ahmed S. Boyman. Ahmed A.S. Boyman. Okay. I think this is a very hard word. Ahmed. You are saying rubbish by supporting Samora being talking tribal statements. Sorry, but you ought to know better. Well, we don't know what they talk about. So give me more information. And without insult, okay? Jalo Mohammed Saliu. Bio is the one dividing the country this far. Hassan Kuruma say, I don't think Samora need to apologize to anyone because all of us know what is going on in our country. So stop the extra creating, please. Yeah, well, Dr. Kamara don't talk about that. Say Samora no need to apologize. Look, Shaban says Samora should have his own team. They dead. They will have played the full message. I think say hopefully the one who record that one day maybe in Samura in what they call. I don't know why they for call time. Therefore don't give you the full message so that everybody they see. So I agree with you. Any campaign team supposed to get a media team for some of them to have, but if you don't get a media team, that's going to be a problem.
Right? I spoke to some people away there. Yeah, you are right. Lucia, I don't know his name. Lucretia is right. That is complete audio where he was Samura list all the tribes that way they alone. We able member we say we have Limba, Loko, Yalonka, Chimini. He said we all now one. Where he end now and say that is why I they say my Sierra Leone, my responsibility. So the lady is right. They edit the audio, then just pull that one where you say, if you not get Camara, you not get McKinney, you not did this, you know they get work again. Well, we all amended on, but there is a full audio.
Yeah,
Thank
full
you
of,
so much.
and this is the reason why I say let we stay away from politics, because it's easy for my social media for twist them, and if
Right.
you're not strong enough, you're not get team for try for can clean up or try for can counter that, it becomes a stigma, it becomes a stain on you. So the best way, stay away from them, from that, focus on the best way for bringing people them together. I think same the campaign where I want for make the APC focus right now, how we were able to unify this country and help the people of Sierra Leone for make their life better. I think that alone are an effective campaign tool we're supposed to focus on. All right, hold on. I think I don't say this. Okay, I don't say this. All right, Ahmed AS Boyman. Good talk. Well, I don't know who's doc. We get two doctors then. We'll get Dr. Kamara. We'll get Dr. Kamara.
The funny thing, Altuna Kamara, Dr. Kamara, Dr. Kamara.
Kamara. Okay, you just if Nami just say Dr. Mankota, if not Augustine, just say Dr. Kamara. In I need to take the Kamara now. Me take the Mankota. All right, Sidiki Bangura say, in my 70 year plus. Oh, congratulations, my brother. In my 70 year plus, I have never witnessed such tribalism as the one I see. Dr. Samura Kamara is not a tribalist. I know that for sure. Stop accusing him wrongly. Yeah, we already don't say that, my brother. We already don't say that. Okay? We agree with you, not a tribalist at all.
Greetings to Dr. Sidiki Bangura. He's my big brother.
Yeah. 70 years. Congratulations.
I
Congratulations. So
I
we actually happy for you, because now it's like this too much stress that we go around the world for these 70 years plus. It's just a God blessing.
Yeah.
Amadi Jallo, the man just called out the naked truth. Bio is a tribalist. Solomon Davis say Samura should ask his boss what he did to the Southeasterners during his 11 years of governance, like Charles Magai and others. I think it is time for talk about Anes Roma, or whose boss we.
Then Anes Roma they talk about.
Okay. Salu Vincent Dean Sise. We pray we have good people that lead our country. Amen, my brother. Amen. Now that day we pray for right now. George Owen said, I don't. Anyone coming to take over BO will continue with this trajectory of tribalism, but we need to point that out, and we will move as a nation forward. Until we point out the wrong of this administration, we will not heal the nation. Well, nothing to add on that. Hawana to Pratt say, Samura Kamara na tribalist. You guys don't hide it. Everyone in and out Sierra Leone had it in his speech. Tribalism can never make APC win election, and APC will never win election without the votes from the Southeast. Come 2023, BO stay in power, no runoff. Some man gets for die. You turn and reach, or you turn and reach. You turn the reach that day. All right.
We will bring on the HPM forum, because now they would read the same talk here. No runoff.
Thank you very much. First of all, thank you for coming at the program. Okay, I know say you know SLPP folk. If APC organize, we're serious, we put things then together, we'll go win the election clean. I want make I tell you any no more.
We are going to organize, Dr. Mankota. Mark my word on that.
No, I know, but look at waiting they go right now. Even with the 21-man committee, look waiting they go on this. So I am just disgusted with this bickering and selfishness way some of who leaders then they still continue to perpetuate for destroy this wonderful party. I'm just disgusted.
Now it's centered on You na countryman, you know, it's centered on whose part of the fish where they get want. No, me, I don't want the tail. I want the body. This man say, no, I they can't give me the head. Now in this show, boy, they settle. Trust me,
Exactly.
they working on it.
Settle. I
Yes.
get for call. I been on talk to Alfred Peter Conte. I get for call him, try for talk to him and say, hey, leadership not so easy thing. What you been what them call you been criticized, right? Now it's your turn for lead. And for be a leader, you get for get bold mind because there are certain things where not popular, but if not the right thing, it has to be done for the benefit of this the party.
Correct, correct, correct.
Ah,
He go mellow.
yeah. Mohammed Sisse say this murder regime and his cultish tribalism have tribalists the whole country with impunity and they will pay for that. Wow. All right. Salu Vicent Din Sisi, we pray we have good leaders that will lead our country. Amen. Ibrahim Bangura say, according to President Bio, I will only give job to people that I know. In an interview at 98.1 FM regarding his third year in office, folks, Sierra Leone are really fed up, I think I mean, with the BO administration. We are experiencing bad governance since 2018 to date in the country. All right, Ibrahim Bangura, first of all, I agree with you. We get a lot of problem with this government. BO sit down for 22 years, I think so. He been a wait for this day for be a president of Salome. My problem what I get with BO is within them 22 years then you, if they look at one president come, he make mistake, another president come, he make mistake. If you're not a good leader, you don't see that you get this opportunity for 22 years, you just the waste number for this position. Enough of been don't learn from the mistakes of your previous predecessors them
Thank
and make
you.
them better. Unfortunately, you not do them. That's my problem with BO. And 2023, hopefully, we'll get for pull at the power. So I agree with you. All right, let's go to Solomon Davis. Who is going to remove Madabio from power when almost 50 to 60 of APC stronghold is turning to SLPP? Wow, 50 to 60. You mean 50 to 60% is turning to SLPP? Um,
Yes.
now for bring that
That's it.
that data we want them because it's very, very scary. Actually, not true. Not true. All right. Ahmed A.S. Boyman. Haha. These guys are comedians. Okay. So maybe they talk about Solomon Davis.
Yes.
Ahmed A.S. Boyman. Pack and go. I don't know. I don't know. Solomon Davis say APC has never come to power without the help of Southeast and the Mendes. So by abusing the Southeasterners and the Mendes, you have destroyed yourself. All right. Uda exhaust that one. You want to say anything, Mr.
Well, like what you said no more, we don't exhaust time, and everybody know that. Likewise, the last election, Madabio, you know the percentage. Madabio won by less than 100,000 votes. Had not been the votes from Cambia and Pochloco district. When you talk of Pochloco, a founding member of the APC, na they born when a later Kuruma, for let Mada get 19,000 votes day
Yeah.
during the runoff. How had things be the same? How would Madabio would have become president? So they've called the author there for admit say both parties not going to win without the support of each other from a little bit how minute it is, no matter from their own stronghold.
Yeah. Not to APC no more. Even the SLPP, they not will ever win election without the Northwest.
Correct.
So now vis-a-vis. Now that make politicians and the need for stay away from tribal talk. Now my point don't they begin come clear for some of them thing and they. All right, let's go to the last okay, not the last comment. Ibrahim Bangura say, according to President Bio, I will not give okay, I think we don't read this again. I think you repeat it again. Ibrahim Bangura, Tanko. All right, I don't read them. I don't read the that comment there, but you send them back. So yeah, that's what you've been saying. I agree with what you say. Now let Solomon Davis. Now EBK first came with tribalism during his regime. Huh? Tell me how EBK come with tribalism. Uh,
Correct.
I wish you for being there at the TPN forum itself for make you see how educative people then they discuss na that forum there about tribalism, the history of tribalism. Abdul put out a very salient audio on that one day where they analyze the history outside tribalism come out. Say it can't today so. But the point why they try for me, most politicians, whether na SLPP or APC, then they play tribalism. That's not fact. So it is not exclusive to one party over the other. This is a fact. Anybody will tell you it's exclusive to just one party in a lie. Because in 1968, I think so. Well, remember, according to the history, we not been there, but what we read before Milton Magai kind of power, then get an agreement for kind of a unity government, the SLPP, because now SLPP now have been the only party now the country for the protectorate, right? So I think there was another party when the Creole, right? I think they may get another party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the SLPP when by the way, the SLPP now not the former.
Yes, woman, correct.
Now not the former, actually. Then Farmakatas, all them paramount chief then they and what them call their name. So them sit down they agree for saying, okay, make first Milton Magai lead the party. Then if Milton Magai pass, it's supposed to go to the leadership supposed to go to Kefa Smart, John
Correct.
Kefa. That was the agreement. But
Yes.
what thing can happen? I don't know what happened. Mysteriously, this is why I can't die, Milton Magai. And I think Kefa Smart was the foreign minister. He not be
Yes.
even in the country. You understand?
Correct.
So he did out of the country. What thing happened? Albert Magai, he go make a soft coup, he go take over. You understand? And
Yes.
this now the problem. The Albert Magai can understand him. Some of the not members of the SLPP, they're not happy with that. He begins to say yes, there's a problem. So what he do? They try. He begin bring in your own tribes them. The mandate for making the rally around them. Now the tribalism started. So if you don't know who side down there, but now they started. He begin bring them and the people them within your cabinet. They try for and he promotes that so much that now the reason this way the SLPP became predominantly a southeasterner. Not through Albert Magai.
Yes.
So you get for know the history, and before you talk about tribe na salon, I don't know if Mr. Abdul want to say something on that.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dr. Mankota. And after that, we take over the power through that way. When the 1967 elections come, and then he lost the election through the votes of your same brother, former SLPP member, Kutubu Kaisamba and LM Briwa, we not give him all the run as independents. And then later he talked to them for let them come. Then say no, Shaka Steve reach out to them and join. Immediately after that, he go through David Lansana Bangura, where happened for be an in-law to India Albert Magai for overthrown Shaka Stephen. That is why you heard about the coup of Inganoma and then a state house. Just about the time they want to swear Shaka Stephen, they arrest them. What is it called? The Governor General Life of Boston, whatever they call him. So when you look at those two events alone, the way at which Magai ascendancy to the throne, where everybody, me mama in big sister, big one away, then go left and give me mama. Then they left me mama to ram the people and go na farm because a big for and far. He been married to what do you call him? How do you call this Maya? Kande Bure. And if you ask your brother them, Kande Bure, I not go and use for lack of a better word. Now I will be like woman them. So all them with fumble and that's how they became victim of him. So yeah, so this was the man. So if you go there, he will tell you the story. Everybody will tell you that. Then be know at that time that was Kefa Smart was the heir apparent to Pamagai if and when he left office, we no one run again or got taken life. So after that, talk to your other friends that Albert Magai he cleared the civil service, which by then it was dominated by Creoles. But what did he do? Cleverly, he bring in up-country man the way Binongo land who brought them. But majority of them are Southeasterners. So the tribalism continue. And when Stephen come, Just like Kutubu been talking the other day, I say some of the things that Shaka Stevens do, that the playbook of Albert Magai take. Don't forget they were bodies. So they were both shrewd politicians. So they, what each other know what company capable of doing. Just like the same one party, Albert we know arrange a done. Shaka Stevens just pull on the dust. Now the archives of State House, he don't stand back, he put them on. So some of them, they don't know the history. That's why they say, oh, APC now then bring tribal. No. Now Albert Magai start and very well say Albert Magai now in start the tribal politics at Salon. Abbas Bundu doubled down on it in his book, Democracy by Force. It's there, hide.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you. So Solomon Davis, you don't hear now the history of tribalism as alone, right? So it go back all the way back to 1960 something, or maybe even before that.
64.
64. All right. So let's go to Mohammed Kohli. I am surprised by you and your panelists. What Dr. Samora said was not factual. Please bring out the appointment of this administration and that of the APC. Dr. Samora is not making such statements for me first time. He had said he will make his government ungovernable. He said okay, maybe he said first a lot. Please let us condemn this statement, including whatever Mada had said. Let us condemn such. I condemn every statement we get for do with tribalism, my brother. I condemn, and everybody knows saying we already don't say that now. Dr. Samora need for stay away from tribal politics because they make it win election. Nobody, no politician. Sierra Leone is interconnected. No tribe no they way exclusively. Now they just they deal with your own tribe. Mende married to Timni, Timni married to Mende, Limba married to Timni. All this interconnection there. So any politician, especially in this modern era, where social media don't bring we closer, it's very difficult for make tribe prevail. Maybe it prevail na the local election like them parliamentary because na local election. Certain places predominantly na one tribe. So that's the work. And even at that, it destroy you later on. So we dey condemn any tribal bigotry. So we don't say that already.
Makota, 30 seconds. And let me address one way this caller, Mr. Mohammed, Kohli say, Samura say, he go make this government ungovernable. Again, going back to what you be they talk, the snippets, the way that they cut and paste them audio there, them video. Samura say, all he's going to do is going to contest the conduct of the election. Sorry, now they go in a question. If the conduct of the election not credible, then it will cause all sorts of problems. You know, say they cause problem though. He say it question the conduct of the election. Now let me remind this, my brother. Yeah, in Sierra Leone, Manabio on 2 interviews, interviewed by Western media, not even local media, where there was a rumor flying that perhaps the election and Eskruma one postponer. When Manabio said, "Oh, there was," at the paraphraser, there is no reason to postpone this election. The only reason there is because the president wants to postpone this election. If that happens, I will not hesitate to call out my people on the streets of this country, because this democracy was not only something defended by me or whatever. Just to paraphrase them. Well, will you consider that as a reckless statement? No. Was the election postponed? No. You see? So I just want to put sugar, make a comment on that based on what that lady talked about. Samura say it will cause all sort of problem. Well, Samura has not caused any problem in the country. Let him one problem which Samura don't cause.
In fact, in addition to that, there was a time when there was a time when Madabio say if this APC government not rule them come, he get the mind for overthrowing them again.
Correct. He said it too.
The threat way Madabio don't say. So you see sometimes politicians they just open their mouth, they talk, later they regret. So let we move on. Doctor, if you want to come in anytime, no problem. Samura have corruption case, so he don't have rights to part in any election in Sierra Leone. So he is just wasting his time. All right. Okay. Well, he gets case, not true. Well, let's wait and see. All I can say. I don't know if una wan say something on that, but all I can say is let's wait and see.
But the
All right.
man to be a flag bearer once. Is that not a litmus test for say he still qualified for be a flag bearer? Whose case where they can't get at least 99 minutes?
Well, wetin dey time for talk about the case wey Samura gets na court. We
Yeah.
the PPRC clause say if you get something like that, you are not qualified. But we
If
still
you are
get
convicted, if you are convicted,
no the
having a case,
the constitution now say if you are convicted, the PPRC a different.
okay.
Now that New York business, now that case, that
Yes. We all
police.
know it's political witch hunt, Mankota.
Yeah, it's politically motivated, but there is a case there, so we're not going able to negate that.
That is
New
true.
York and that New York and the white paper, that commission of inquiry. But
Well, you don't answer. I say let's wait and see the conclusion.
huh?
You don't answer the Awana Chuprat. You say that is true. You acknowledge them. That is true, and let's wait the conclusion.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Solomon Davis. They are not really seeing the work of Madabio. Let them follow Triple A on Explore with Triple A. I like the joke. Solomon Davis, I like the joke. Which Triple A where would you follow? All right, let's go to Francis Musa. Please advise our politicians that they should stop tribal messages during their campaign. I agree. Every politician should stop any tribal bigotry. They help at all. We don't already say that multiple times na this show. All right, let's go to Francis Mada Smith. I've seen a Mada Bio. Okay. Dr. Samura Kamara, he lacks common sense and lost focus. That man, lack common sense. So.
But when I left this man here, this man in PhD, in a real PhD. not to Dominion, not to Dominion. When I left that man there.
I know. All right. Okay, let's go to Jalo Mohammed Saliu. APC, all man wants power. That's the big problem. I agree with you, Mr. Jalo. Now the problem is people that don't want sacrifice. I think Abdul talk about that fish business. Somebody want the tail, you want the head, the other person back want the head. So begin the scramble on the same thing. Now the problem now they will get, but hopefully we'll go fix them by God's power.
Yeah.
Look, Shaban says Samura have learned his lesson. Next time he will know what to say. I hope so. And
no. That is true, Mankota. Lucretia is absolutely right. His words are going to be guarded now. Yeah, and also there is a PR office now the campaign. They have a communication team. So yes.
All right, Solomon Davis says Samura don't have a message. Okay, he get message. Actually, he get message. To be honest, he get message. Sometimes what they call gaff. Sometimes politician then you get gaff. Now the worst gaffer now Joe Biden. All right. Francis Mada Smith say, you people are not honest with yourself and keep on deceiving yourselves on social media. Thank you, my brother. Osman Bang say, may God bless you, doctor, for saying the truth. You're welcome. Look, Shaban says Samura Kamara na partisan politics, not tribalism. Okay. All right. Alex Morgan say the whole problem here is Samura trust. Can you expand to that, Mr. Alex? What do you mean by Samura trust? You mean they not trust Samura or waiting? Joseph Mosire say 2023 President Bio back to power. You guys are just wasting your time. APC Tolombo, Tollgate, Panbody, fake supporters.
Oh God. That is the national anthem.
Doctor, you voice not they come clear.
Sorry. You didn't get them
now? No, it's still a very, very like cricket. Maybe you can go off and come back.
All right.
Well, then they say APC Tollgate, Tolombo, Panbody. This Tollgate where they criticize now and they comment now. You know that now a good thing.
And guess what? They may say what they can't stop them, they not stop them. They're not stop
exactly.
Doctor, if you want to say something.
So well, I don't know whether they say Tolongbo, Panbody, Tolugate. Now the man where they say Nyaka Nyaka.
Now it is.
Oh,
Now gentle.
gentle.
Now gentle. Now get that one day. Now
You know say,
one day.
you know say gentle now. It don't feature in defense minister. Where they lose the war, he said they are winning.
Oh yes, sir.
I am Biamia Gewo Brema. Wow. Please highlight his mistakes. Alex Morgan, APC una not ready for win yet. Trust. Amadi Jallo, Samura Kamara is the best man that has capability to develop Sierra Leone. Mohamed Mustafa, RIP Samura Kamara, RIP Samura.
Don't give them.
I enjoy this program today. Pass all the programs are very, very funny. So you don't already kill Samura.
Hello.
Michael Coca say Amadi Jallo. What about Dr. Richard Conte, Paulo Conte, Pepito, JFK? Mohamed Tim Samura Kamara. Dr. Samura Kamara, he is a good leader for Sierra Leone. Please, let the people allow him to stand 2023. Coming, and he is not a tribalistic politician, okay? He just talk about all the tribe in Sierra Leone. He is her responsibility to take care. Okay, so please, let us come together. All right. Let's go to Alex Morgan. Are you sure? I don't know who that Alex Morgan.
Respond to that man, yeah.
How not to Pratt? Una go able for pull beyond na power. Come 2023, make we see. The whole world is suffering, not only we in Sierra Leone. So you guys say the truth to your people and stop politics. Stop the politics. All right. Seriously, you people in this forum, you are fake politicians. I like this. I really like this. Solomon Davis said, Southeast doesn't only compromises of Mendes. That is where you mistaken. Likewise, North doesn't only compromise of Temne. Michael Solomon Davis, compromises or comprises? I want to try them. Alex Morgan say, you, the panels, be sincere to yourself. Did you see Samura as a winning candidate?
Yes.
A simple answer. All right. So, Alusan George say, you guys don't know anything about Madabio. His vision is far better than your forefathers of the APC leaders. So please just continue to your tribalism. Oh, wow. I think then they can't after we today. Alex Morgan say EBK did the same thing. EBK did the same thing back then in 2007. What did EBK did? Tell me about more. Mohamed Mustafa say President Bio is working. Hey, Stephen Paul Kovoma. Youth, be wise. Don't be fooled by these politicians. Alusan Joy say the man is sleeping. Usman. Now, if he say, Mr. Abdul, if he say he did sleeping, Mr. Abdul not sleeping.
Yeah, look, we're there.
I'm not asleep. And we are hold the phone.
Alex Morgan say, are you sure Samura is a winning candidate? During these 30 years of working, what are the impacts he created? Jallo Mohammed Saliu, I can say one thing. If APC come together and stand with one person, they will win 2023 election, clear and fair. I agree?
I want to respond to the past caller, but it's okay now.
Which one?
The one who say 30 years of Samura working, whose impact we get. So I want to ask this.
Now,
I want to.
go ahead.
I want to remind this callers, say, let's go back and study the issue of politics. There has been no candidate in the issue of Sierra Leone we don't do something alone where it can point to we don't become president of Sierra Leone. So if you ask the question, which is Samura don't do for 30 years, well, I'll take you back. Waiting Albert Magai do for the nation, where he became prime minister. Waiting Shaka Stephen do for the nation, where he become president. Come to Anes Kuruma, then Tijan Kaba, and Madabio. But the difference between all them people here are called mod compared to Madabio, all them people here, including Samura, they had jobs, then they work, then get a source of living. Madabio was unemployed for 20 good years after the MPRC were let out of power. So I just want to let you understand, my brother, when Madabio left power, Ikana, Virginia, I was there. I was living less than 1/4 of a mile. So I know how he been live. So I know you don't know. So I don't know how old you are. So I just want to help educate you on that for 20 good years, Madabio was unemployed. And Eskuroma was employed. He had a business. So he began money for take care of his
All right, so true, but maybe another person can wait for say Madabio been thief 18 million, so that money they been live on.
That's true. That's true. Well, I forget to mention that.
Okay, now Alex Naimbi asked that question. So let's go to Solomon Davis. I would like the APC stakeholders to go and apologize to Victor Fo, who in the first place supported EBJ to be the flag bearer in 2007. Christian Emily Durin, now Dr. Samura we want. But it will make clear radio compared and after you or something.
Koroma APC go friend you.
I wanted to price say I am very pleased that our children are going to school nowadays. No more petitos. The entire world is suffering because of the war. Ukraine is the largest producer of wheat. Russia is one of the largest exporters of crude oil. We in the West are suffering. UK petrol price is precisely 1.89. So what do you expect? Stop fooling the people. Life is difficult everywhere. Let us come together as a nation and support our president. Okay. Well, I want not to. No problem.
Well, I want not to. That is very true what they talk. Life is difficult everywhere. But in response to your question, you don't come to power and you start blaming the past government. Had this government, when they came to power, they focus and concentrate on ruling. I don't know where you are. Probably you are in London because I see you referencing London. I am speaking to you from the United States. We had a president named Obama, where I voted for, and many others where they listen to we, where they America. When he came to the presidency, instead of begin to a similar thing like what Madabio they do by blaming George Bush. In your same party people, which is absent right now, SLPP, now then call on to attention, say, no. It's been 1 year now to 2, they call George Bush. He do so now. Focus and concentrate on the problems because indeed you promised these people and you use the word their change is coming. And this was exactly what Madabio say. Ask yourself, Memuna to Pratt or Awana to, if you go back to the debate, when Madabio said, and I'm paraphrasing him, what happened to a bag of rice from 120,000, 60,000 to now 120,000 leon? By making that statement, he promised that he was going to change that. How much is for a bag of rice today? So what's matter as a leader or a potential leader, when you don't know something, you come there, you meet, waiting the past government don't do, you say, oh, everything at Janama, everything at Satan. I don't want to get anything for doing this. They come with me plan. That is what is causing this problem. So you have to ask President Bill for go back to the drawing board and look at things in a different perspective.
And that is
And,
too late. That is
and,
also too late.
and
Yeah, go ahead.
besides,
That is too late,
sometimes,
doctor.
and besides,
We get 5 more minutes to go, actually. Doctor, go ahead.
and
That is,
besides, in addition to that, you always want to make reference to your previous leader, what thing he do, how he succeed. But you know, will come out for say, he's not my friend, he's not this, that you don't stabilize the whole system of the country.
Correct.
Yeah.
all right, let's go to Mustafa Sise say, we back to power 2023 without no doubts. Michael Coker say, if the panelist is saying EBK was wealthy, why did he steal our money according to the COI? The panelists say EBK wealthy. I don't think say throughout this program we ever mention EBK as wealthy. I don't know who I pulled that one there, but anyway, Steve Murray, can someone please tell me the clear message of Samora Kamara if voted president of our nation? Because this same question was put to him and couldn't answer. So please, guys, help me with one of this message.
Yeah. You see, now one thing, you will ask the question, if you think out of the box. Over of Fofana, be they try for spy, waiting the man for do, for rectify or do. Now the man say, they can't knock me belly.
Is it they hide them?
Yeah. You can't see what the man
do. Hey, Samura, if you happen, do you have no hold me to that? If Samura happen for be the flag bearer, we need a very strong PR system where they guide Samura some of the statements the way they talk. They're very, very important as a candidate. It's very, very important for know what they talk. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. We'll get about 4 more minutes to go. Musa Ibrahim say, comrade all, believe in me if everyone rally behind Dr. Samora come 2023 APC back to power, inshallah. Well, if you say so, what about the other candidates? So me not take position yet because me at the PRO for APC USA. So I'm an official. I know they take side. Anybody will come we become the flag bearer with all the supporter, with all the guide them to victory for sure. I want to let you know that. But
yeah, what do me understand? What do me understand from this question? It try for say make the other candidates they all and also the rank and files they rally around Dr. Samura from BKB, the flag bearer.
Not go fine, not go possible. Come on. We not go possible.
Well, no, Makota, I not go possible.
Because number one, you know why? Everybody want for be flag bearer. You see what's in the go now APC. So how you some of them they don't spend also na the APC party. In fact, there are people right now where they oppose Samura, and there are people right now where they even instigate the Commission of Inquiry and the New York.
Well, Makota,
that is true.
This is the death of the APC because you know what? This is where the SLPP they beat the APC. They come.
Where prevail with the supporter.
They come. You remember when the president, Dr. Malabio, Benjamin or Punjo, whatever, them not like cats and dogs. They're not being see eye to eye. But when it come, they swallow the bitter pill and present Dr. Malabio. They rally around them.
In fact, Dr. Kamara, in fact, Dr. Talshine, what the matter do in the Dr. Makota know, we bring Lawrence Lima Naya. When Lima was acting PRO, what Mada did was very clever. He stuffing people and all the APs, SLPP executive. When Lima can, the way at which he been the talk, you clearly know say now a Mada supporter. And I agree with what Makota the talk. And Makota go back to what he even Samura talk somewhere. Then there's Aidana Makino or some part of Freetown who say bingo. Wait, say, bo, when they ask me, but they ask me and them. I have written to these people. I don't call. He said, me no want the politics of hypocrites. Me, I dey talk to you with me clean belly. If you just talk to me, Makota, na national radio today, me they tell you now, if you quote me authoritatively, that Samura has tried on many occasions for call about 3 or 4 meetings. I not go name the former flag bearer then the former strong APC people we don't come pandemic meeting and the one they will not come. And the idea behind it is everybody wants Samura Kamara to make a commitment that if you support me, Dr. Makota, I will make you again Minister of Finance. I will make you Director of NASIT. I will make you this.
Okay, I'm not going to deny that fact there, but I could tell you the reason why that meeting where Samura them being called, will make other what they call it, they not participate. You see, APC politics is very, very complicated, right? If you remember, most of the other candidates them, I mean, they use some people, then they cost them candidates, them mama, then they what they call, and some people then they accuse Samura, and that don't mean say that's true. But this is something that is already there. They accuse Samura saying that in they send or in group now in they send some of them people then they for cost them candidates then they them mama and they don't see Samura come out and condemn that them people and the way they cause. And when you get this perception or you call a misperception and you call a meeting. Then they go there. That was the cause why them people and know go there. Now that the reason that one day from the beginning of the APC after we lost power, where now Ohio, where I go see some of we leaders there, I mean they support some of them cause them. Now me stand up. Me one day now me stand up and say, hey, we have to be careful. But because they help the APC, if they come back and bet we. Some people then say, oh man, God, are you always, in fact, some people they know what they call him, they say being a pacifist. You understand? They say being a pacifist. I say not a pacifism. This, I they tell you now, if we encourage this, there will be a time right now that the SLPP then they pan cost, not so we all glad it because them people are then they cost SLPP. When they don't cost SLPP, nobody know they not SLPP for cost, and they come back to APC, then begin cost APC. And that's what it happened exactly. Within the APC party, we they see some people that then they cause some candidates there, and even me they attack me. In fact, me then cost me all. We don't know that because I advise him let we stop the cause. Some people that they make cartoon then cost me, but I'm a politician.
No, Makota,
Mr.
Actually, not true. Myself, I know the support for make them cost. But that's not a point for say, if Samura call them for make them come meet, they not agree for me. Who's proof where they get say, now Samura they send one.
Doctor,
no, you not get no. I'm not saying a strong point down there. If who side they want, wait. If they really, let's face the fact. Let's face the fact. Okay. If they really want for proof, say. Now this man, let them come it now. You know, Sarah, what they mix Sarah? After Masu, then they say, oh, they put on a hand. If you get vitiligo or any Benedy, who go see him. But why they not come? They say that this man, no, I mean, when they all come, okay. Then go, what they call that.
Okay, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
Doctor, you always they talk like an ordinary person. And that's not the problem.
When ordinary.
Wait, what does that mean ordinary? Like ordinary citizen. Like we when are ordinary citizen. When we talk as ordinary citizen, we know they see the political side of everything.
Oh, okay.
The political side of everything.
All right.
Everything we get for do with the APC candidates, them, it get for do with politics. You understand? First of all, there's a reluctance for any candidate for make him he left, he support another candidate. It don't happen in 2017 when an Eskroma tell them, say, let them go sit down, let them pick somebody. What will happen? Nobody know the way they left for the other company.
But so, Makota, this point are not a strong point. Not a strong point. Because
I'm coming. Because
people then they accuse Samura for say this one, now they send this. Then they accuse Samsumana, they say now they send this. Then they accuse Yasane, now they send this. So you see, Samura is not alone. Where the first thing
they try for bring him for make her able cement the foundation of my statement. So there is always this political ambition for everybody for make he wants for let the other person support him. You understand him? suspicion on there between them people. And in 2017, and Escromatic and say, when I go see them, when I bring me one person. Nobody no one for left in complaint. So how you go and do mention them, then get the potential actually for bring one person. And Samura not be even then at the picture. Samura not be even then at the picture. So they're not one. Now, in fact, when they bring Samura, a lot of people they then disgruntled with Samura because number one, Samura was not actually an APC member. Right? Then bring and come, then get that disgruntled.
Now, let me say, you Sabiam.
Exactly.
Well, no, they're not Sabiam.
Yeah, no, they're not Sabiam, no. So, if that happened, then Samura come back, and now the last person we can join APC. That the last person we can join APC. It's time for clear on our mind based on politics. You know, so Salomon, he go tell you say na me first day, yeah. So why me they can't stoop down for you? With me, where you all them you get for look at some of them factors and them.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
So for says then Samura call somebody say when I can't stoop down to me. Now the last person we can join APC is very difficult. It's very difficult.
Okay, Makota, I'm glad you said that. That Anes Koroma gave this 50 plus because all of them were over 50 years. When I go sit down and talk and bring me person. So what say you? Think about it. I'm just common sense like people in our upline. Forget about the book, you know. Say and then 20 something all. And Eskoroma decide for pick this one man will not be even there among them, will not be express interest, will not just a technocrat, you know, be ever they show support and like I say now, you know, be ever join APC. Okay, or I not last person we can join APC.
Hold on, Abdul Don.
Makota, this is what we do so. Like how una be bring Samura. Me I get candidate to what una forget. I know then I go bring your candidate.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget. Now somebody who make up now you can be the flag bearer. I tell you now.
Okay. All right, we don't pass so Mr. Abdul, continue. Let me do.
So if I next pick that Monday and they say they're not Sabiam and this that and they're all shy away from the campaign, the election done. This is a similar thing where happened with late Kotablu Sherry Kamal and Eddie Toure. I will tell you this, Eddie Toure na me on face na Virginia near Usa, you brother there under Dr. Kamara Sabi the street, South Watching Street. Eddie Toure tell me na me face say Ofonti. He say they go salon. Say, Anes, no. We're not going to take this power leadership now we are. But now God be no matter what happened. Do you know that Anes Koroma them is still they go to court even the time when they do the election? So all I am telling you, Makota, look at all the former flag that are there from where the election done. Would they na the country they all rally they go and campaign. If God no make the power for some, would I know they get
now now you see the point. This is what I'm saying.
All the people here, then they fight for the power behind the scene, and then they undermine. All way to the talk show, Makota. Most people they know that say the same former aspirants them. Now then they shuku. Now then they talk to anti-corruption. Now then they do this. Now then they do that.
Yeah, Abdul, my brother, listen how they talk.
Yes.
Since where this year frozen, now Samura they up and down, they not Sabia, he don't come. Now he come. He say una more come also, you know. Why they not go come?
Once again, I'm not talking on my own opinion. I'm talking on the facts, which make it very difficult.
Okay, and let me, Makota, make I tell you back the truth. You are right. All what you talk so not true. And if APC not only then decide for say let all man come together, then bring the Madabio mantra. Because don't forget to Madabio he bulldozed himself to the flag bearership of the SNPP. Lord no sugarcoat them. That is why Yom Kela then left. You know that it be make sure say it take over the whole SNPP party office. We all saw it when they throw away Yom Kela in Mama hijab. Where say, "Boy, me Mama is sell the work for build this party office." APC no go do that because.
Let me just say something, Mr. Abdul. The reason I'm not saying based on your opinion, I'm talking about the fact what make that happen. Okay, number one, you understand? Una know why we lost the election in 2018. Now APC they we lost the election. Yes. I will tell you for free. Now APC, this then flag bearer after this why don't come. And Escoma don't come impose Samura on them. One of the worst mistakes where an Escoma do and maybe Samura was They not try for bring them people out together and try for unify them. And this disgruntlement mean some people that they're not been the even campaign, even the your money, they're not been they give the your money because I say, bro, this guy, he don't work for NPRC, he don't work for SLPP, he don't work for APC. You know, when they ask him for same, make he join the APC, he say no, they join any party in a technocrat. According to what they say, them candidates
Yes.
and so the man they tell them say they're a technocrat. Now they can impose on them, and there is no effort for make come together. So if that disgruntlement did him, then we lost the election. Now the same Samura,
Okay. Yes.
they are the same Samura. Still, they try for call them for say make them can rally Vienna. It's very difficult to be honest with you.
Okay, Dr. Kamara, Makota, Dr. Kamara big for world too. So let's take her in the perspective of the upline where we saw world born.
Yeah,
Not to
ordinary citizenship. Now
okay. No, okay. Not to Dr. Samura lost the 2018 election. Now, as APC lost the election, had these people come together, they for being the worry about and the worry sooner than they in opposition, then go worry about commission of inquiry, then go worry about the one that way then pull them, then take Austin at the hand, then pull them there. Are they come together? Are they think bigger? Then put some grudges and their ambition outside. So not just Samura Kamara lost 2018 election. Now APC lost the election. And then don't see that repercussion there now. Dr. Kamara go come in.
Mr. Abdul.
Yes, sir.
A selfish or a good person don't care about waiting at the consequence. Another one they want for make you know. Selfish person, a great person, no they care about them thing then they. Because if then they care about them thing, they by this time, the APC party for don't even unify at this time. Look at the APC party today because everybody is selfish. Irrespective of all what you talk so, when not true, but what happen? Everybody still they do the same thing over and over and over because they're selfish, they're greed, so they don't care. You see, that's not the problem. Now the problem is what I get. Doctor, go ahead. Let round up.
Yeah. You hit on a very key point here: selfishness and greed. And many a time I will tell you, Dr. Mankota, for say the best the APC can do if they want to win the election, the forthcoming election, may they swallow the better pill and come together. If they not do it, I will tell you, say, Mother Bio, they win them arms down.
I agree.
And this the formula where Mother Bio is very complacent, is working on it steadily. The national seat is going on within the APC, and that's why they blame all the other people there, because now you have a leading player in a team where you know say likely if he kick this penalty, they squirm. I don't do the training. When I don't see the turnout of the people them, why can't you rally just like how me other commentators say? Not so Samura no more lost the election, that the APC. So why don't the other flag bearers they all come? For the sake, let me say, look, there were many contenders from Yom Keller to Benjamin to Pamarabio with them did. But when they all they look around, they say, this is our best player. Let him go and kick this penalty. Now they send go before. I think this is what they should do. They should come together, let them forget about the past, then they work as a team of the APC. Samura is the leading person right now. You like it or not, is the leading candidate.
Okay.
I know they are not Samu. No. Listen to me.
I just want for make we now don't go about 15 minutes. Let me just say one thing. I think say let them all come together. Make them go make the election. Would that win? Let you win. That is
exactly. Better put
It better make them go do the election. When they make the election, would that win? Let we all support that person. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Let's move on. Now let me do quickly because we don't go out of time. 15 minutes now, we don't go above so. Mohammed Mustafa say, President Bio Samura is going to be a man who is going to vote for Bio. Our cook say, for once, let's think Salon. Salon is bigger than SLP and APC. We, the ordinary citizens of Sierra Leone, are comfortable with any government in power. Just make us comfortable by providing our basic needs. If for 20 years someone is unemployed and came back to his people and win an election by removing an incumbent, that is God's blessings and God sends leader. Give him chance. And Alusan George say the laws of Sierra Leone does not allow Samora Kamalu Kamara to stand for president candidate. Okay, and Alex Morgan say during the reign of the past APC, you guys cannot stand or sit there building all sort of lies. Kudos to BO for bringing democracy. And
Oh,
no, uh, Jack
you know, they follow TPN.
Yeah, Jakabata said there is no such law in Sierra Leone. Ignorance is not a virtue. Okay. Una stop. I don't go able what them call all the comment that because them boku, but I go try me learn with them. Yes, one of your panelists clearly said EBK had a job and money prior to taking office, and by Wali say, I am responding to Hawana to Pratt because you are comparing the ugly things that are going in the West, but disregard the good stuff. Hawana to in the West, 99.9% of its citizens are employed. How many people are employed in Sierra Leone? And um, Solomon Davis say we should be proud of this government because we are having more than 2 million children going to school and our girls now have dignity, no more rape, no more child marriage. Eh? Musa Ibrahim say with all the sufferings and division you brings to the people of Sierra Leone, trust me, the people of are not fool anymore. Come 2023, APC back to power. And Modi Bakone say preaching tribalism by APC top guys is a very good campaign message for BU to win 2023 election, meaning all men there are going to vote for him, not because of what he is doing, but for our existential survival. Look, in Africa, politics, you can only lose an election with even 49% of support. He can win, but he is above that. I am wow. Steve Morris say meaning he has no message for us other than the same old story. I will give you a light. I will construct your road, etc. And Stephen Paul Kovoma, all these politicians have no love for this country, honestly, because none of these politicians can't bring any investments to this country while they are in opposition. What they are good at is propaganda, whilst in opposition, selfish politicians, hypocrites, thieves. Where is the love for your country? So please, youth, do not allow them to brainwash and separate us with their tribalistic agenda. And
That's good.
Hawako say, please, una arrange una self first before una come to the general public. Time done. Wow. All right, guys, I'm not going to able to read all the messages because they're just too much. I'm very sorry about that. We don't spend 20 minutes more. We don't knock 2 hours, 21 minutes. We're supposed for knock for 2 hours. So unfortunately, not to every message we'll be able to read, but we'll now keep doing this because it's very, very important for the sanity of the country. One thing I want for well, before I even go last statement, I want to give 1 minute to each of the commentators. Let them give the last statement and they come in and close it. At the start, Mr. Abdul, go ahead. Oh, Mr. Abdul, unfortunately, no. Okay. Doctor, you get 1 minute.
All right. We brothers and sisters who don't exercise in these 2 hours. I mean, this now frank debate where they go up and down for make we get from know we self. But all I want to say, we all now brothers and sisters. As usual, they plead for make we continue for live in peace. Make politics not divide we to the point of doldrums that could happen in Uganda. This tribal something, also something way good. And war not to concert with in the act. When war come, all man they die. Whether na you party, na you brother, na you mama, na your sister, you self or me self, we are capable of dying. So do ya make we forget and make we cry down tribalism in its wildest form. All who they try for talk so, yes, we they try for express sentiments, but the reality is tribalism not a born good picking. So do ya make we forget about tribalism and make we see ourselves as one Sierra Leone, one people, one Sierra Leone, one people. I
No,
don't
no,
say,
no, I not agree. I not agree. Now the APC slogan you don't begin bring council. The SLPP slogan now you don't begin bring council. APC.
oh, you know, see why we have the cap. No, well, what's that this guy for talk? Well, I mean, we are all now one.
Now one
You
people.
know,
Now one
yeah,
people.
we
Now
are
one.
now one people them. So Mokwe just reflect on that for say it can be me paddy na the west, you can be me friend na the east, na the north. Make her feel free if I dey travel, I dey go na the north, I get a breakdown or a puncture on a road. Somebody know they come meet me, he kill me because of me tribe.
All right.
That is fear. Moku wipe this fear by ourselves and Moku live happily. Yeah, that no more.
Thank you. Mr. Abdul, you get 1 minute. Your last statement.
Yeah, well, I just buttress waiting me big brother say, let's forget about this tribalism because we all know one country. Like some of us, so we do this intermarriages. I marry a Mende woman from Bo with 4 kids. So tell me if war days Sierra Leone, you believe say me go gone, I look Mende man, I shoot out Mende man when he shoot me picking them because it belongs to 2 tribes, he get the blood. So I think say like what my brother say, we the citizen we get for do that concerted effort they for there we say no, this did not happen here because we look at other countries that way something similar like that don't happen and you know can go nowhere, now destruction no more happen. And for another make I go announce that we get a full we just don't begin, we call them Mende Chimney Union just for try for bridge the gap or bring the 2 tribes together because I mean these are the 2 tribes from time in history where then tell we will not born self come say now they always tension there and all the tension is through this politics here. Just like what you've been talking now, you TPN say the politicians are using this to divide us and for make them rule we. And we not for allow that. Especially we were there in the diaspora also and more so brother them back where they home. I mean especially when they way educate because perhaps people will not go school, then will be easily influenced. But the one the way they read and write extensively, they will say if war can at that country and when a tribal war the civil war will happen now just not being practiced no more we lantern is a practice. So Lord continue to pray that this not happen and I believe what it don't happen. So all politicians there now, the be it Samura now, whoever is going to be flag bearer and Mother himself, then go stay away from speeches where go look like tribalism is kind of written all over it, even in a quaint way. So let God make that not happen. I thank you now.
Thank you very much. First of all, I just want to thank the many people the way they watch this broadcast and the one the way they listen at the radio. We just want to thank. Unfortunately, we not way they listen at the radio. We not go see some of the comments them way we dey put at the screen. But if you dey watch me from Facebook, please continue for share this. If you dey watch me from YouTube, please subscribe na YouTube. Because it's also important anytime when we do live, we're able to send you a notification for make say we did live. And I want also for thank you now for your participation. A very important this program na interactive program. We not the only can feed una what you we think. Now that make always we focus on the comments the way una they give we because that's not feedback for we for make we able learn. We want for learn from una too. Some of una na big people, them some of una get more experience in terms of politics. Look at the other big brother where can tell we say in a 70 years old. I know say una get this experience so much that make we they make na interactive. You put your comment, or they read your comment. and we dey discuss you comment. The only thing wey I dey advise for some of the people the way they come, maybe somebody say something, you vex, you want for come type something with an insult. We not dey tolerate that at all because we all na civilized people them. It not necessarily mean say because you disagree with me, so therefore me and you na enemy. No, I not believe in that, and this particular platform, no, they believe in that. The reason why we form this platform now kind of a cohesion, kind of an interactive a bridge between. We don't see the way politics they play. Like what brothers then they talk, the politicians then they use this divisive tool where they call tribalism for divide we, because if you divide a nation, it's easy for make you rule that nation them. Now that make this now a platform for bridge that gap there. We get people that win our APC, win our commentators. We get people that win our SLPP, win our commentators now this forum. So do you we now continue for preach tribal tolerance, not tribalism. Like oh that man he hates you, oh that Timini man he hates you. No wonder. Now we they make Salone a better country. If we not make Salone a better country, nobody know they come for can help we at all. When I look at the history of Rwanda, they may get the same perception, so thing. Then believe in the international community. When civil war come, the tribal war come, UN been get people them, troops them. UN been get troops in Rwanda. You understand? For way them in the try for Congo. They been get troops in Rwanda. What did they do? I saw them up, so then they look and say, now then so let them kill themselves. Over 1 million people died. Now after the war, now, the Rwandese then realize, say, you know what? If we take we feature, we put an any other person, na mistake. If you see Rwanda today, now one of the most advanced countries in Africa, because they don't realize him, what see them they think about tribalism, where they divide them, they help the country. Now Rwanda, you go there like any European country. So let we look at their examples and try for put things then together and say, you na me brother, irrespective of you na SLPP, you na APC. The idea of multi-party democracy is about a battle of ideas. What you bring out for make Salone a better country, not what you do for tear apart Sierra Leone. So I thank you very much. Mr. Abdul and Dr. Kamara, as always, I thank you for the wonderful discussion. I really appreciate that. We'll go see you back next week, the same time, the same place. Good night.